I'm gonna go ahead and pin this so that we can go over because I'm sure that we're gonna be able to use it. So what we're gonna be doing, Miguel, buenos días.
Buen día, Mo. Llama, Mae va a entrar o ya entró.
Ya está aquí Maggie.
Ok. ¿Cómo están todos, equipo?
Bien, buenos días.
Aquí tenemos
Buenos días, Mae, pero ¿cómo están esos ánimos?
Buenos días, bien, bien aquí.
ahí es. Y Irene, tenemos a Irene de aquí de las Filipinas también. So we're gonna try to speak English, Spanish, and Tagalog today.
Hi,
Hi,
Miguel.
Green.
Hi there.
But the
Suena como
best,
Giza.
exactamente igual. So the best thing, Irene, is that you're gonna be able to communicate with Miguel, and Miguel, he's gonna be the lead, the head of sales support and the whole team, and you can communicate him in English because he's got a translator. So he'll be able to automatically translate your message into English. And when he answers, you'll get it on English too. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So that's, and he's got all the questions about Occidental Life, any, anything related. And then Lily and Magdalena are going to be licensed insurance agents in the United States that are going to be trying to do the sales for life insurance.
Mm.
I'm going to go back to the pinning. So whenever you right click, you're going to see a message over here. You can send a message, unpin or pin, disable. You could actually make an high definition video call right from here to your teammate or really anything that you want to do. So it's pretty self-explanatory. If I want to send the private chat to you, I'm just going to send the message to Irene. And remember that I said for your team that we're going to be, that you can download this platform, use it for free for up to 10 people, and just play around with it. Okay. But you're gonna need a different email that the one you used to log in here, because then you'll have two different accounts, one that only belongs to you that we cannot see, and obviously you're joining our company right here. So there you go. Okay.
Okay.
That's that. All right. So the next thing that we're gonna be doing is the email. Once you get hold of your email, you can set up emails here for you and your team members. I would suggest knowledge is the new form of money. Okay, knowledge is the new form of money. So I advise Lily and Magda and Irene, learn this 100% if you can. It's just a means of communication, and it will, well, we're gonna go over a little bit or a lot. Let me see if I can pull this right here. Let me, I'm looking for something specific that I wanna, before I say what I'm gonna say. Some of my people are gonna be better at what I'm doing than myself, obviously, because that's why we hire and recruit people that handle some of our like technical stuff and a lot of stuff. We're just the thinkers here, you know, but there's so many people behind us that there's so many people behind us that you probably don't see or never get to see, or you know. So I'm trying to look. Knowledge is the new money. When I say that is because we experience it every day. If you know how to use your platform, this will help you be in touch with your customers, follow up, uh, build a relationship, text, WhatsApp, email, phone call, and we can see this like in just one of our funnels, the Medicare funnel, just one of them, we can see this working at the tune of about $1 million every month. See? So when I tell you knowledge is the new money, if you don't learn it, you can still make money. But if you want to be great at what you do, you just got to learn. You want to count your time in for whatever reason, you can. Irene, your team will probably be asked to clock in and clock out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that we can track some of the things that we're going to be doing and growing with. The feed, obviously, it's the company pulse. How many people are plugged in? How many messages are going back and forth? As I can see, it's a slow morning today, 199 messages. So Miguel está muy despacio ahora, el día empezó. Vamos a ver qué está pasando, pero for the month, for the last 30 days, we sent back and forth 126,000 communications, right, between our teams. For the year, for the last 5 months, we've done 1.6 million interactions within our team. Okay, so this, you want to say something for everyone, then you would come over here and you to the same feed, and you can message or create a task for everybody, and you can decide whether you do it for all employees or one employee. So let's say that I wanted to welcome, I'm not going to do it right now, but I wanted everybody to help me welcome Irene. Well, I would put over here to all employees, and I would say something like, please help me welcome Maggie and Lily and Irene, right? So we keep track of dates of birth. Your profile should be completely filled out once you know your position. Mm, everything should be, I don't know why it's showing me. Yeah, everything should be bilingual. So I'm just Miguel, si les mandas un mensaje a José y a Steven, que en los perfiles pongan lo que es aquí bilingüe, ¿sí? Porque
De
vamos,
una, de una.
sí. Okay, perfect. So, tell us who you are. Tell us about yourself. Tell us what you like. And then we can send appreciations, money, presents, gifts, and we do it in special occasions. So we really do use our platform. If you look at mine, you know, I said, ooh, okay. So this is dangerous because I tend to delete stuff and then my team will call me and say, you messed it up. But you can go to your profile right here and immediately download the app in Android or Apple, whatever you like. You can measure your own stress. I mean, you can find me in LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. You can find me. You can see what about me. My personal and mission statement. So I put a little bit about me, and this is real stuff. I just didn't just put it there. I put it there because that's what Mo is. What do I like? Yeah, I like building and family and growing and helping and investing and reading and road trips and sharing and spas and technology. So I like all these things. So I'm gonna, and lastly, I put wine. I don't drink a lot of wine, but when I can, I put in my glass or two or a good bottle. So it's so tell us about you, because this is fun. This is fun as you learn it, not just because you learn it, but because it'll help you interact with your customers. Example, Once you build a contact, I can go to any contact. And if the contact if you call the contact from within our software, it's going to record the call. You always have to put in the +1 on every contact. If you don't have a +1, none of the software works. But let's say that I wanted to send this guy, Lopez Mauricio, a text. I can just go over here and send them a text. And I can send him a regular hello text. I can do that. Or I can get really interactive and say, let me send you on what we call, the ability to sell over text. We could just click SMS, enable sales, and we can send that that contact. We can send him whatever we decide within our forms that we created, right? We created special forms, but we can say, hey, let me send you our CRM form. This is gonna tell you who we are, our contacts, our business card, and this is what they would get on a text. So it's easy for them to communicate back with us. Does that make sense? So not only do you have the interaction, and I know that everyone here can use the phone. I know everybody can use the phone because that's what we do. But what if we got a system that cuts your phone use by 20% or 30% or 90%? Like some people that are now selling via chat only, you know? So think about that, the possibility of learning our system, which is the first 20, second 20, and third 20. So Liliana, you discussed that with Miguel, right? The first 20, second 20, third 20, right?
Right.
Okay, have you ever heard about the 20-20-20 system, Irene?
No, I'm sorry, I haven't heard about it.
Oh my goodness, I think I came up with it one day, and then I told myself it's basically it's nothing else than it is really nothing else than, let me show you, because you already know what it is. I just called it different. You got a fronter, appointment setter, and a closer. Does that sound familiar?
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
so basically, I translated this into 2020 because not only were we in the year of 2020, but I knew that the relationship that we have with the customers, you need a fronter, you need somebody to say, hello, how are you? Hear me out. And then finally, are you interested? Second, you would move that to a second stage, and you do it in one call or two calls or three calls or 20 calls. It doesn't matter. And you can do it within the hour, within the week, the month, the year, but you need to touch the customer at least 1 hour. So the 20-20-20 equals minutes, equals front plus appointment setter plus closer. So it equals, when we're talking about these things, it means several things. So yes, we do need, Irene, for example, you're going to be taking into the first 20. So initially, you will do the first 20. And then Liliana and Miguel or Maggie will handle the closer and the appointment setting. This too will be handled by Miguel and Lily to begin with. If you're the team lead, you're going to be the team leader of the English team. And whether we bring somebody that is in your team or I assign somebody from Philippines that is not in your team, but then we decide, you know, keep this person in your team because you're the team lead and I don't want to have, I just want to make sure that everybody falls into one same order. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, it doesn't matter that you gotta bring somebody or we bring somebody. It doesn't really matter because bringing somebody to make calls, it's easy. Finding leaders, that's what's hard. Okay, so Irene will take care of the first 20. And the first 20 says, I'm gonna I'm gonna bring my, I'm gonna bring my leads that we got yesterday. And everybody knows that we already have this letter. So it would be wise again to say, this is Jose and Betty Alanis. That's how you pronounce it in Spanish. I guess in English it's Alanis. I don't know, yeah, but it's Jose Alanis. They bought a house for 230,000. They are in Bayer County, in Bourne, Texas, and we don't have a lender. We don't have a lender. It's just guaranteed rate. I don't know what that means. But sometimes we have the bank here. We got the zip code, and now we mailed this letter to the customer, which then the customer returns to us signed on his own letter. Do you think this is a good lead, Irene? Saying, do you think this is a good lead when the customer returns and says, yes, I'm interested?
Yes.
Whenever they return this lead in writing. So the mortgage protection, keep in mind that I love to do it. I don't really like the way they do it over here because they put death on the first place. I wish, and we're trying to change this, but it's just too expensive for us to move this to the bottom because the number of people that are doing the mailers and everything else that we have, the system. So it would be very expensive to change it for everybody. But I like to say something like, hello, is this Jose or Betty, right? Yes, perfect. This is Mo Flores with the Ensurity Group. Jose, and I keep mentioning Jose. So there's a few things that we're gonna be doing. And Irene and Lily, this has to be part of your vocabulary. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. You write it down, put it in a sticky note in front of you, and I'm going to tell you why this will be one of the best tools that you will use as a phone technique. Have you ever heard that you gotta go for no, Irene, instead of yes?
Not sure.
Okay, then I'm gonna show you why. Go for no when the customer, I'm going for a no, because what do you usually get whenever you're dialing right now? Whatever campaign you're dialing right now, what do you usually get? 98% of the time. No,
Yeah, no.
exactly. So if 98% of the time you already know that they're going to answer no, why don't you let them tell you? Why don't you look for that perfect question that will incite a big no, but that means yes. And that alone
Mhm.
will move your closing ratio from an average of 5 to 10% right now to like 14 to 20%. So like if we're talking about 100,000 letters that you will dial before the end of the year, that the average 5%, that means that we're gonna be in touch with about 5,000 people. And then 5,000 people, the 5% of that, 250 sales. Close, for sure. This is no if, buts, or ands. If we just dial 100,000 letters and you're the worst person to call, you're gonna sell 250 applications. The problem is that no agent likes to dial 100,000, right? They don't like to dial one or two a day. They hate it, but they need to love it. But if with these two things, number one and number two, if this moves your average to 14 to 20%, now you're talking 5,000 translated to 20,000. And now you're going to close the same 5% because the closing ratio, the numbers always work. It doesn't matter whether Lily or Miguel or Magdalena or me, it doesn't matter whether I'm better than you. What matters is that you're more consistent than me to be better than me. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay,
understood.
perfect. So you don't have to be good. You just got to be consistent. So now, just for learning these two things, you move from 5,000 to 20,000 connections, which then gives you 1,000 sales, which is $1 million in sales. Does that
Okay.
make sense, people?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Lily, does that make sense? Magda?
Lena, if you cannot call me Magdalena, please call me Maggie. That's easy for you.
Okay, Maggie. You're like me, Maggie. They said my name is Modesto, right? And people ask me, how do you want to be called? And I always say, if you pay me really good, you can call me whatever you want. But if you want, my nickname is Mo, M-O-E. And everybody sends me emails and they always say Mo, M-O. And I go, man, I get so upset because they miss the E and I can spell my name however I want, right? That's one rule. So I'll call you
Yeah.
Maggie. That's easy for me.
For you.
So Maggie, we'll put Maggie. All right. So does that make sense, Lily and Maggie?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Perfect. All right. So the number one question is, or the number one sentence would be, what is going to happen next? I'm going to tell you for this internally, you don't even know it. You don't even know it, but because we live it every day and we gotta miss most 99% of the people in the market right now in the world in wherever you find yourself, 99% of the people right now say, for example, Lily, do you love surprises?
I do.
Perfect. Everybody does. 99% of the people love surprises because when we think of a surprise, we think of a birthday party. We think that we got the lottery. Surprise, you won the lottery. Surprise, right? Surprise, you're getting a free trip. Surprise, you got a new car. But what about when you get a call from your teenager son and says, Dad, like they call me, right? He called me and says, Dad, I just wrecked your brand new $100,000 car. Surprise. How do you feel?
Oops. Worry.
Yeah. Shit. Right? How do you feel, right? And that's a surprise too. That is a surprise. So people really like, so here's the big secret. People love surprises, but only the ones that they know about. You agree? Or
Yes.
let's say that I have a teenager daughter and she calls me and says, surprise, I graduated honor roll high school. And I go, because she just did, right? My daughter, this is true story. She's like, surprise, we just graduated honor roll. And I go, great, perfect. But then I think, okay, what if that surprise would have been something like, Dad, I'm pregnant. Surprise. So everybody loves surprises, but only the ones that they know about. You
Mhm.
agree?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Give me a quick second. So this is where this big sentence comes in, and then that is what is going to happen next. So you want to know what's going to happen next at every step of the way. And Irene, since you're going to be a lot of the front right now, so I would say something like you saw the videos, you saw how we called, and but this is the real secret. Whenever we call Jose, I'm going to say, hey, Jose, this is Modesto or Mo Flores from Ensurity Group, and I'm calling about the letter. So you gotta paint. Most people also, like the 99% of the people that love surprises, 99% of the people, or a big percentage, I don't know if that's right or not, sorry, but I know that 99% of the people like surprises. That's a true fact. But I don't know what the percentage of people is that really think in pictures. Does everybody here think in pictures? Like whenever I say, remember when you went to Disneyland, or and then you kind of start painting that picture?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So most people think in pictures. So, and when we're making that call, we fail to paint a picture, so there's no connection. So you're making a call, you're making a call, you're making a call, and then you forget to paint a picture, and you forgot to tell them what's going to happen next. And then what are you giving the customer? Surprise, I'm your unwanted call of the day, right?
Yeah.
So you're giving them a bad surprise. And then we go, damn, that list is hard. Damn, that lead is bad. Damn, my manager sucks. Damn. So it's like, but you forget that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing initially. So I'm gonna say, hey, Jose or Betty, whoever answers the phone, I'm gonna go, hey, Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group, and I'm calling you because we mailed you a letter. We mailed you a letter. It would have been pink or green, pastel color. So we mail Ensurity Group, we mailed you. I'm calling you about the letter that we mailed you, that you mailed back to us about your mortgage protection for $230,000 that you bought your new house on Setterfield Circle in Bourne, Texas. Remember that? So am I painting a picture for that guy?
Yes.
I'm painting the full picture. I'm telling them, listen, I am Mo Flores. I put that letter in the mail that you received. It was pink or green. You know, we put that in the mail. So now at least I know that he already, if he heard me, because this is usually a two-way part, the first 5 seconds, they're not going to listen to you because nobody does. That's why it kind of takes me a little bit to get started on the conference calls to engage you, because I know the first 5 minutes, you're just getting adjusted. So you're not even paying attention, like Lily or Magda or Miguel or Irene. The first 5 minutes that we were talking, your brain is somewhere else, but you're here in Zoom. That makes sense?
Mm.
Yeah, and that's usually happens. So I'm painting a picture. If I did a good job, then at least I made him saw pink or green. All right. And then usually the call goes like this. What? Who? Huh? Excuse me, I didn't hear you. Or they say something because the first thing you said, they will not listen to. So you have to know that you got to repeat the same scenario 2 times.
Okay.
And then you got to go, because the first time is going to be, Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group. I'm calling you about a letter that we mailed you about your mortgage protection for $230,000 in Setterfield Circle in Bourne, Texas. It was a pink or green pastel letter that you signed and mailed back to us. And then he's gonna go, what? Sorry, I was talking to my dog. I'll come again. All right. Jose, this is Mo Flores. And then I'm gonna repeat it again, because we already know that that is a true fact. And then agents, insurance agents or virtual agents, what they want to do is they want to railroad the call. And when I say railroad, I'm talking about a train, right? Going 100 miles an hour without stopping. You just want to get through the script and go, hey, Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group. How are you today? Perfect. Yes, I'm calling you about the letter that you sent me, that we mailed you, that, you know, and I want to give you a new quote. What do you think? So you want to get through the call as fast as you can, like a runaway train, instead of taking your time and asking twice, like the carpenters, they say, measure twice, cut once. Instead of you measuring twice and telling the customer twice, you want to just get through it. So now you know. Okay, perfect. We paint the picture, and if the person is receptive, then we are gonna take the rebuttals out of the question, out of the rebuttal scene, because now we said we got 2 tools. What's going to happen next,
Mhm.
and go for no. We have these 2 tools, and we're gonna go, what is a question that we can ask a customer that they have to answer no, but it means yes? And I'm going to tell you one. You can think of other ones because you'll be better than me. But one of the questions is, okay, remember that letter, Jose? Yes. Well, I know it's been 3 to 9 months ago, and you probably already have mortgage protection. Oh, yeah, we already got it. Thank you. Wait a minute. So I'm not calling to sell you anything. I'm just, how, how would it affect you? So I just want to ask you a question, Jose. If you give me just 5 seconds, how would it affect you to get the same coverage or better for less than what you're paying now? How would that affect you? So if I ask Irene, how would it affect you to get a cell phone with me that it's better and then that you pay less than what you're paying right now? How would that affect you if you get
It,
a better product and a better price?
it will affect big.
But
Um,
how
mhm.
would it affect you? Would it affect you or it would not affect you?
It
Because
would affect me.
it, it probably would not. I'm looking for a not, and I'm going to tell you why. Now you're thinking benefits.
Mhm.
You're thinking benefits. It would affect you, but in a positive way, right?
Yep.
Okay, but the customer usually, when you're talking about mortgage, he's already thinking, well, no, it wouldn't affect me. No, it wouldn't affect me. It would benefit me.
Okay.
Or would say, how would it affect you? Or will it affect you if we give you a quote that has more benefits and better pricing? Will it affect you? And then the answer has to be no. So if the answer is no, then you go, well, please allow me to send it. I just need to confirm. You don't want to get, you don't want to get, you want to confirm. Give me or sounds different than confirm. So
Yes.
I'm giving you these pieces, Lily and Magda. I hope you're taking notes, Lily, over there, because we're gonna use it today. And you don't want to ask, can I have your email? No. Can you confirm your email? Well, you should have it. I'm sorry, my computer only shows that you have a Gmail, but everything else is X'd out because we need to confirm it. Just like when they call for T-Mobile that says, what's your PIN code? Can we confirm your PIN code? Well, you have it. Well, or they ask you, what's your account number? Well, you have it. Yeah, but we can only see the last two numbers. You got to confirm the first 10. So you can say, hey, we only see that you have a Gmail. Can you confirm your first part? Can you confirm your email? Oh no, it's not a Gmail. Oh, okay, now you got them. So, so you know what I'm saying? It's so easy making the calls, except we forget about some of the simple rules that we need to follow. Then how would it affect you, or will it affect you, or will it harm you to get to pay less and get more benefits? Will it harm your financial ability to pay? So, you got to you're talking to a homeowner, you got to talk financial, you got to talk money, you got to talk savings, you got to use all these words. And people forget to include those on their scripts. Why? Because they think that virtual agents are like robots and that they're just going to follow that. That's why they invented the robocall, so they wouldn't be off script. But then they found out that people still love the voice, the interaction. So no, for me, for my company, what's worked for us is that no two scripts are the same. So I can send you 500 different scripts, but I think it is you that's got to be consistent. It is you that's got to use keywords, confirm, finances, money, savings. All these combined will trigger a big picture in the people's mind. And when Jose or Betty tells me, how would it affect you? Well, no, it wouldn't affect me. Or it would affect me in a positive way. Then you got them. You got them. Then you have to be smart to say, perfect. Then you can cut the script if you want and say, well, I'm going to send you, here's what's going to happen next, Jose. I'm going to put an email together. I'm going to include a brochure and I'm going to include a quote that will include the benefits, disability, unemployment, critical illness, and in the last worst case scenario, untimely death, because it is always untimely. So I switch my order of the call of the benefits, and I always start with, I'm gonna send you, or I put it, I try to put it somewhere in my script depending on how the call is going. So I'm gonna say again, I'm gonna say something like, Jose, this is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group. I'm gonna paint. We're calling about the mortgage protection that you got with X Bank at Setterfield Circle in Bourne, Texas, about 3 to 9 months ago. Remember that? If not, if he still doesn't remember, then you go, it's about the letter that would take care of your 230,000 mortgage in the event of disability, unemployment, critical illness, and worst case scenario, untimely death. Oh, if you needed also return of premium, they would return 100% of your money, premiums paid at the end of the term. Do you remember that? Yes, it was a pink or green letter. And then you signed it and mailed it back to us. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? So, do you remember that? Yes, I remember that. So, and I know that you already probably got it, Jose. Yes, I already got coverage. Well, that's the best thing you could have done. That is the best thing you could have done. And I'm not calling you to sell you any policies. The only reason we're calling you is to see how it would affect you, how it would affect your financials if you were to get a greater product, better product, so I use greater than to signify better, a better product, lower price, how would it affect your financial situation right now? If we give you better product, lower the money. We just want to know that. Well, no, it wouldn't affect me. Okay, perfect. So here's what's going to happen next. Here's what's going to happen next. Can you confirm your email or WhatsApp? Yeah, we're going to send you an email or a WhatsApp, whichever one you prefer. And we're going to send you a brochure and we're going to send you a personalized quote to make sure that you review it. And that's what's going to happen next. If you can do me that favor, Jose, and you can review it. I can follow up with you later today because I'm going to send it here in the next 5 minutes. Later today, I just want to give you a call and say, what did you think about it? Do you have any questions? So either me or my manager is gonna give you a call. Is this afternoon better or tomorrow? So now you're pushing that first 20 to that second 20. So you're trying to be 20 minutes accurate, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Of course, sometimes everybody says on the telemarketing BPO industry, we got a 3-minute buffer. Oh, lucky you. You know, that's for me, 3-minute buffer is like, okay, so you got a shit lead that I'm gonna see if I kind of sell. I was like, man, that's crazy. We're not gonna go for that. We're gonna go for the high quality lead because to me and to you, that's not the easiest thing to do, but it is the best thing to do. It is the best thing to do because if you have 1,000 sales within a year from your team, 12 months, 80 applications a month. I mean, that's what we're talking about. 80 applications a month. We're doing 150 applications a week in Medicare. So 80 a month is 20 a day. I mean, 20 a week divided by 6 days is like 3 a day. And then not even 3 a day. You just need one family that's got 2 apps and you already got 2. But for you, what if, Irene, what if we made a plan, and that's why we haven't finalized that, because I said, listen, what if we're on track to hitting 1,000 policies for the year, and I'm going to give you, and I'm going to say, hey, Irene, just for doing that, we're going to give your team a $30,000 bonus for closing $1 million worth of sales. Would that be okay with you? How would that affect you? Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about doing a 3-minute buffer or a 20-minute buffer. A 3-minute buffer will just kind of keep you in the business surviving. Now we can call you a survivor, right?
Hmm.
How about making a living, getting rich of your business? What about that? Can you see that, that day by the beach counting your dollars? Because we paid hard money. We pay dollars and they're green and soft and I mean, they worth a lot. And you're looking over there, you're in Philippines, you're in Boracay, watching that red sun come down, right? Right about 6 o'clock in the afternoon with all the sail ships, and you'll be drinking a San Miguel over there by the beach, right? Counting 30,000, right?
Yeah.
Eating a bag of balut.
Balut.
How
Yeah.
about that? Cash me outside, right? So there you go. So painting a picture, that's 20 minutes. So I know this is a statistical fact that the fronter, the virtual, the fronter, the appointment setter, and the closer, if you get to 60 minutes of relationship, that's how long it takes to build a relationship over the phone. And this is psychology. It doesn't matter who you are, the biggest psychologists, people like Google and Facebook and Amazon say that if they interact with their client for about an hour average, they already know that they got an 86% chance of closing that sale. How would you like to have an 86% of closing that sale every time, all the time? Man, that is almost 9 out of 10 times you're going to go and make that close. Does that make sense, Lily?
Yes, Mo. Yes.
And this is just by working it. This is by working it. I'm not saying like wait and do nothing. I'm saying try to engage in conversation. So the fronter should, the fronter, and I'm going to give you a couple of ideas. I'm going to move to a couple of screens. So I'm going to go 305 28 Setterfeld Circle. So I'm going to Google 3520. And I'm doing this as we are talking to the customer. We're doing this as we're talking to the customer.
Mhm.
I'm doing this as I am always talking to my customer, guys. The customer doesn't know, but whenever you put in their email or their
The name.
this is Jose Alanis, more than likely. This is who we're talking to. Would you like to know with a great certainty who you're talking to and where they live and how they live?
Yeah.
And then engage into this is about being, and this is Irene, this is why I said you got to play with the best to make the best money,
Mhm.
but you got to be the best at what you do. So if you're Jose, let's say Irene that you're Jose Alanis, and I'm going, hey Jose, well perfect, so here's what's going to happen next. Here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to send you a WhatsApp. Do you prefer WhatsApp or email? I'm going to send you a quote. And then later this afternoon or later, whatever time you tell me, I'm going to call you back and see if you got any questions and see what you think about it. Paying a lower price and getting more benefits. But actually, so let me get that ready for you, either my manager or myself. We're going to give you a call. So we got a local people in San Antonio. And by the way, Jose, I know that you just got a brand new house. What are you going to do next with it? Because I know that in that neighborhood, they got new grass and all the trees are new and the shrubs. Are you guys going to do anything different like all the other people out there in your area? Because I know that you probably got a big space over there in the backyard. We're familiar with that area, and I know that you have a lot of grounds. Are you going to do anything in the background? Do you have any kids? Do you have any kids? Dogs, cats, mothers, fathers, in-laws? You got 3 garage. You must have 3 cars. What do you drive? And I'm sorry I'm asking a lot of these questions, but I really want to get to know you as from a company to you, because this is how we can serve you better. Because what if we could find a better price on insurance so you save money? If you're going to pay us $20 a month on life insurance, and we could save you that in your home insurance every month. So one of them is free already. So does that make sense, Lily and Irene?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Mo. Yes.
Lily, have you ever done this with your customers? I know you do it with every customer you talk to. This is
Yes, I've been doing that as far as, trying to explaining the homeowners insurance and sell the homeowners insurance. Yes, I have done that. Yeah.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got to use what we've learned, but now we got to use it to our advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Does anybody have any questions up until now? So we painted a picture. This is the most important thing. We're going for no. We said what's going to happen next. And then once Liliana or you call them back on the second 20, we're going to try to keep them there 20 minutes. Because the first thing or the first order, if he answers that second call, you're 50% to the sale. Because the third 20 is 86%. So the second part, you got to go, hey, Jose, thank you for taking the call. And I'm going to expand. Here's how I would take care of that call. I would say, Jose, this is Mo Flores calling you back. I know that Irene, she talked to you yesterday or this morning. Is that correct? Yeah. Nice lady, right? Yeah. Did you know she's in the Philippines? Oh, wow. No, I didn't know. Yeah, most of the big companies like T-Mobile and Amazon and insurance agencies, we got help that comes from abroad. and usually in the Philippines, where the 80% of the people work in the BPO industry, and well, everybody goes for the best, and so do we. We 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 hire a team of people out there in the Philippines that specialize, and we bring them into our virtual office, and that's how we do things. And then they're going to go, oh wow. But you can look us up in Google. Have you been to our Google page, Ensurity Group? Have you Googled Ensurity Group and see that we have 150 positive 5.0 reviews, 5 stars? Do you know that we've been in the business for 22 years? Do you know that we touch 50 states, and with the Philippines and other countries being helping us for customer service and quoting and some of the other IT problems that we have, that now we are a global company out of Dallas, Texas? So I just gave you 10 minutes of your conversation. Does that make sense, Lily and Irene?
Yes, Mo. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So that's the second 20. Nothing to do with the quote that you just sent, because it's like whenever you were dating your husband or your boyfriend, the first time you went on a date, that was the first time on the date, and then a year later you had a kid, right?
Right.
That's usually how it goes. You didn't have a kid on the first date. That's usually how it goes. And that's, for me, the easiest way to relate this. So we're on a date with the customer. We're building a human relationship, because I know, Irene, that you said we're a B2C company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some people say we're a B2B company, right?
Yep.
I really don't believe in that anymore. I used to, but I don't think that applies anymore. I think right now we're age to age, because with the pandemic, why is everybody going crazy? Because they want to see people, they want to be around people, they want to talk to people. They're tired of watching their screen and using their phone, and they're going nuts, and suicide rate has been up, right? that
Yeah.
that tells me that human to human is more important than B2C. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we are an age to age company. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So Lily, does that make sense? Because you're
Yes.
going to be the leader. I hope you're taking notes, because you're going to teach this to the line of agents that we're bringing in California, okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. So we are an age to age company. We're not B2C or B2B. That's old style. That's old style. That's when the business had control of the people. That was then. We don't have control of the people. We got Google, we got Facebook, we got Amazon, Alibaba. We got options, people. We got options. We need to be human to human interaction. And the second 20, my first 5-10 minutes, I didn't talk about the quote. I didn't want to go. I'm on the second date. I'm on the second date with the customer. Let's dance, right? And that's what I'm doing with the customer. Let's dance. We had lunch yesterday, or with Irene. Now you're having dinner with me, right?
Right.
And this is about our company. We've been in the business for 22 years. We do what's best. Our motto is, what's our motto? Do good, be good, make good. Always. Do good, be good, make good. That's our motto. Go look us up on Facebook. Go look at our reviews. Google. We own Ensurity Group, my Medicare program. We're T-Mobile partners for 17 years. I mean, we have a full department of property and casualty that helps with your, so we're a little company within the huge companies like Google or Facebook. So we're just a tenth, or not even a tenth, 1% of their size, maybe less. But we're a good company, 150 good reviews, you know. So talk about that, the second 20. But now let me ask you, Jose. I'm gonna go back to Jose. So now he knows that we're an H2H company. Let me give you my personal number, Jose, or my personal office number, and you can text, call, email 24/7, 365. Because we're on the internet, we're open every day, literally, even on holidays. So on Christmas or New Year's Day at 12 midnight, call us. We'll answer. We'll have somebody. We're on. We're here for you. We're human to human. That's the difference. We're H2H. Okay, and that's why when I play with my team members like Irene, I want to make sure, and I said it 100 times, you need to be the best to play with the best. That's it.
Mhm.
We're not gonna do anything like everybody else, because if we do everything the same, as so everybody's heard this, but nobody follows it. Does anybody know the description of insanity by Jim Rohn, right? Or somebody said it. I don't know if it,
Yes.
Einstein,
somebody, right? Is doing something
over and over,
over and over, expecting a different result.
different result. Yeah.
Oh my God. So Irene, me and you were insane for a long time until we became H2H. H2H 2020. This is the new rule. Knowledge is the new form of money. So until we saw that new light, we were insane. And people call me crazy, and I say, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Crazy is good, but you know, a few years back, I was insane. Imagine that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is why we need to think different and act different to have a different result. So this is why, Irene, you need to be different than what you're doing right now, because what you're doing right now, if you're doing the same and teaching the agents the same, your growth, instead of having a curve like this on your business, your curve is like, okay, I start the business, and then here I am. Make sense?
Yes.
This is the same. This is when you do the same. This is when you innovate, when you extrapolate, when you take risk. Whenever you work with somebody like us, then this is what happens if you are the right person. Because it doesn't matter whether you work with me or somebody else. It all
Mhm.
it all falls back on Lily, on Irene, on Miguel, and Magdalena, because we can give you all the tools. This is the other key. We give you all the tools. We give you all the tools, but you, this is the big part of it, you make them do. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Lily and Irene and Magda and Miguel, we give you all the tools. We give you the platform, the dialing, the text, the email, the database, the leads, the script, the training, the company, the E&O, the health, the life, the Medicare, the home, auto, T-Mobile, intelligence, everything. Now you got to do something with it. Come on, right?
Yes.
Come on. So this is how we set up, and this is why we did what I did, Lily. And now I'm gonna tell you something that makes sense to you. When I did this, I did it because every agent in the galaxy they complain about the leads, about the car, about the wife, about the phone, about the payment, about the commissions, about the platform, about the email, about the SMS. They complain about everything. And I said, God damn, what else is there? Jesus Christ, I can't believe it. And then, so when I saw that at the level of 10,000 agents, I started saying something like, okay, so they complain about the leads, I'm going to make a better lead. They complain about the call, I'm going to make a better call. They complain about the CRM, I'm going to make a better CRM. They complain about the phone dialer, I'm going to make a better phone dialer. They complain about not having enough product, I'm going to get all the product. They complain about no training, I'm going to have more training. They complain about everything that they complained about. I built a system around that. So when I give you that, and Lily, and you don't sell $1 million as an agency,
Right.
then it's not on me. You know who it would fall back on?
Not me. Of
Yeah,
course,
exactly.
of course.
Exactly, because nobody can say that Mo did not do his best.
Yeah.
So they can say everything about me, but not that I didn't do my best for you to be successful first. So, and I'm still doing it, and I'm doing it, right? So I want to put all these tools with you. Okay. So this is the leads, right? Some come on a computer. The customer goes online and fills it out online, but they got 726, 1951, 1953. So there's a few opportunities. So I know we're talking about mortgage protection. Mortgage protection in the event of disability, unemployment, critical illness, untimely death. But what if they don't want this? I said, well, no, I understand that. I understand that you don't want to save money and get a better product. That's okay. You know, it's okay. Some people make their own choices, and I, I, I I'm good with that, Jose. But is there any way, any possibility that you allow me to go to work for you for free? How is that? So ask them a question that they're not used to receiving. Ask him a question. You know, in Irene, and Lily, this is about the second 20 and third 20. This is about the second 20. Whenever I call Lily and I say, hey, Lily, well, let me, I know you don't want, I know you told me don't call. Can I ask you for a favor? Because people love to help other people. That is in our nature. We're designed for helping others. We
Mhm.
are age to age. So if Lily says, no, don't call me, I don't want it, thank you, because they're going to be kind of nice about it. Some of them, most of them are going to be, no, I got it. No, thank you. I got it from my uncle, Baba, or my cousin or whatever. That's great that they have a license. I commend your work. But if Lily was my customer, I would say something like, hey, Lily, could you do me a favor then? I just started this job about 30 days ago. Um, and I hope I did good service for you explaining what we do. But if I did bad, would you leave us a review on Facebook and just let us know and we'll handle it. Whatever we did wrong, we'll like to handle this. Go leave us a comment over there and out of your own heart, just not a bad one, just a true one, right? If I did a bad job, just tell us so that we can build more training. But if you allow me, Lily,
Uh-huh.
could I go to work for you for free? And Lily would say, how's that? Or yeah, well, I know that you also have a home and a car and health insurance. Just for my sake, Lily, just for my sake, could I put, and without me asking you a lot more, no more questions, no nothing, because we got all your information, would you allow me just to work on your home quote or auto quote or health insurance quote? I know you're not gonna buy it. That's okay. But my company's running a contest and we gotta do 100 quotes, just quotes. I know you're not gonna buy, and I just wanna make sure that I can email you a quote, even if you never open the email. But I'm gonna do my best with me and my boss to put the best quote, the best quality quote at a much better price. And if you open it, great. But if not, I get credit for sending you that WhatsApp or that email because my company tracks it. Can I do that? Do I have your permission? And that's about a conversation piece that you could have with that customer. Because if you open up with that customer will open up with you.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Mhm.
This is about the second 20, a better lead. And then what do we have? We got mortgage protection. So if we got Medicare, so anybody before 1957 and back, 1956, 1955, 1950, everything behind this, perfect for Medicare. And you don't have to know Medicare, but you do need to know how to make the offer. And you say, well, I understand, and I know that you were born in 1951, and you probably have your Medicare already, right? Yeah, perfect. Well, if you don't mind, would you allow me to send you a little bit of information? I don't specialize on the Medicare. We got a department that does, but can they email you a little information about our Medicare Advantage, $0 with United Healthcare? No or yes. And then now you got them. You got another conversation piece. And then they got a home. And then they got cars. And then you're probably calling them on their cell phone.
Mhm.
And then we got T-Mobile cell phone. And what if you don't get the mortgage protection, but you got something along the way? You got health, or if they got a business that you can offer business intelligence, like our CRM for free, like I just offer for you. Just creating a relationship, a long-term relationship, will bring dollars into the future. And if you build it for the next 4 to 5 years, you'll have retirement money. You'll never have to look for another lead, because if you look at my oldest video in YouTube, and I don't know why I did it, but back then I said, no leads, no problem. And I built the system for 20 years like this, no leads, no problem. I was the guy that didn't want the leads. I was the guy that my agents or the people that I worked with would buy the leads, and they said, man, these are crappy leads. I said, well, I used to have a folder when I worked at an office that we used to call the BOP. BOP, and doesn't mean anything, but it's called BOP. Like I would think, like whenever you get hit in the head with a hammer on a cartoon, right? BOP.
Mm-hmm.
So I just painted another picture for you. When you get hit on the head with a hammer, like in a cartoon, if you can see that, I'm painting pictures for you all the way. But I used to have that BOP folder, and I would tell my other agents, listen, if you got all the worst leads that you got, put them in the BOP folder, so that I can clean them up and see if we can do something. So I worked BOP leads only for 3 years between 2007 and 2010. I didn't buy a lead in those 3 years. First of all, because I was broke. And then when I had money, when I had money, I didn't want to spend it because I was doing so good. So in 2007, I got out of, just came out of a 5-year bankruptcy, lost my house, lost my cars, lost my business, lost everything. And so I didn't have the money. And in 2010, we came up in Inc. 500 magazine, working the leads. And I would say something like, hey, I know Irene called you, and I know that you were not interested. And then I started formulating and carrying conversations. And I would say, well, I want to call you, first of all, and apologize for the terrible job we did. What are you talking about? Well, Irene called you, and I know we can send you a quote and we couldn't set an appointment. And I said, no, no, no. She did a good job. It's just that I'm not interested. Well, most people like you are not interested. But as I find out and I call people for the second time and they really listen to what we have, it would make sense. Can I go ahead? And then they go, yes. Now I knew I got them. That makes sense?
Yes. Yep.
And I would call to apologize for the terrible job we did. And I would say something dumb like, I would say something like, Raúl Ortegon. Raúl, I'm calling you. This is Mo Flores with Ensurity Group, and I was just calling you to apologize on behalf of the company. We are on the retention department, not on the banking department. Now I was on the retention department. And I would say something like, we're on the retention department, and we'd like to apologize for the terrible job we did. And if there's any way that we can improve, I would like your feedback so that we can take it back and get some training going, and so that we in the future can better help our customers like you that just bought a mortgage in your area. How was your experience? Why was it so terrible? And they usually, all the time, I never had somebody that said, no, it wasn't terrible. I don't remember that somebody told me that, yes, it was terrible because they made a call. I never encountered that. But what I did encounter is when they said no, it wasn't terrible. Irene did a good job. I was just not interested. So without knowing it, I was going for no. And they would say, no. And now I got you. And that's how my sales career in the market started prior to 2007. It was probably like 2003 or so in the life insurance, right? But that's really how you take care of one of these leads. This is how you take care of one of these leads. You got to read it. You don't overlook at it, because what you want to be able to call, and if they pick up, you want to be able to analyze it really quick. Like over here, you're talking to somebody that's got a $401,000 mortgage. They're going to be paying $3,500 a month on mortgage. So you have to elevate your language. Finances, savings, protection, mortgage, critical illness, unemployment, or do you own your own business? Age to age. Here's what's gonna happen next. Go for no. You gotta know who you're talking to. Don't think that every person in this list is the same. You cannot be the same if you buy a mansion or if you buy on another neighborhood. If you change zip codes, You got to talk different.
Yes.
And if you're in Hawaii, you got to say bra. Hey, bra, how you doing, bra? Right? Everybody.
Yeah.
Aloha, aloha and mahalo, right? When you hang up the phone, you got to say it, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Does anybody have any questions? I
Wow.
gave you I gave you a lot of tools, but going back to the CRM, you know, you have your deals, your funnel that we build for you. You'll be able how much each deal will be worth for you. You're going to be able to see personally what each one is worth for you. But most you're going to have let me see if you guys have access. We have two people that can help you do technical support if you want to set up your email, if you want to do, you can actually set up your Gmail or whatever to here, but you know, I would recommend that one of the things professionally, if you're representing an agency or a company, one of the things that people don't understand is that you got to wear the same flag,
Mhm.
like the United
Yes.
States flag. So if you got a Gmail and Lily's got a Yahoo and Miguel has got a AOL and then I got a company, they're gonna get confused. You need to be professional representing your colors. And if you're not willing to do that, then you're not gonna be as successful.
Yes.
You will be successful, but not as you were playing the game like a gold medalist with the full team.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you can set up, you can set up 10, 20, um, 10, 20 emails if you like, if you're using more than two with our company. Like, for example, I plugged in my support at Ensurity Group here, not because I do the support, but look at what we can do. If I set that up in my box,
Mhm.
with the click of a button, I could give, like I could actually put Liliana right here and
Mhm.
she would get my emails for support. That's it. And now she could be on the line of support. Or if we have if we put him here, the leads that we get for support, she would get, you know, I could take myself out and then I could put Lily, and in that order, you start receiving the support tickets. That's simple. And that's the power of our system, Irene.
Okay.
You got any, and then if you guys have any questions, you go over here to the question mark, and then you can find answers about, you got a question about email, there you go. 56 articles. You got the
Mhm.
video, the picture, everything. And if that's not enough, then we have a knowledge base over here. And it says
Uh-huh.
knowledge base, everything you need to know, todo lo que necesitas saber, English and Spanish.
Mhm.
Okay.
We're connected to MailChimp, so you don't even have to go and get an account with MailChimp. You get it here for free. The top mailer email marketing tool, it's here free to you. Obviously, I don't have anything because this is my account, but my people have. If you want to build a site, you can have your own site templates. You can build your own site right now. Make a good one. Just look for you that looks that you like. New site. And you can say, well, it's going to be Black Friday. I'm going to have a promotion for Black Friday. And you can just theme your Black Friday for black, and you can just create. And people will, you can put here Irene, you can promote on Facebook, you can promote everywhere. And this is like Irene, or this is like Liliana.com. This is not like Ensurity Group dot something something. No, this is your domain. We're just holding your servers for free. End of season. I mean, you can pick anything you like.
Wow.
Yep. So, and this is whenever we talk about selling, Irene, this is why I said if you look at how many verticals let's say that we fail at mortgage protection because you couldn't do it, or Lily couldn't sell, or Miguel couldn't close, or I couldn't deliver, but we still have a lot of other verticals that you might find interesting, or that you might find that you can win in. For example, I'm going to go to my Facebook, and I think I'm going to go to a message, and I'm going to look at this Brown Howard Corrida. Okay. So she tells me, hey, good afternoon. I run across your profile while searching for, no, this is not it. Let me, she's just a offer. Okay, so Chanel Butler, she's saying, hey, could you send me information because I want to do a funnel, a sales funnel. I'm a personal trainer. Let me see. Here's another one that I hadn't seen. For example, Tom Smith. I work with Medicare stops and Medicare Advantage plans in Wisconsin. What I'm in the sales group, you're talking about 3,600 leads. Where are they at? All the leads, most are in the Texas area, and we can close by phone. So, even though I'm interacting with you guys all day, I'm interacting, engaging in conversation with my clients, because conversations generate sales. And that is why the 20-20-20 rule applies, because we're creating conversations. That's the only reason it sells. So the girl that onboarded me here and said, hey, I got a gym, I'm a personal trainer. I think it's this one, Chanel Butler. And she says, I'm a personal trainer. Can you send me some information? And I said, sure. So I went back to my platform and I say online workouts, because we already created that platform for any business, and say, hey, we can do it for you for sure. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, hey, you could have this for free. If you're the home coach, because this is what you're doing, you could use it for free. And by the way, do you have life insurance? Do you drive a car? Do you live in a house? Do you have health insurance? And boom, all of a sudden now I generated a customer for giving something of value for free. But I created a conversation first. Does that make sense, Lily?
Yes, yes, Mo, yeah.
So what's up? You don't need leads. You just need to engage in conversations, right?
Yep, exactly.
That's it. This is what the power of what we're doing over here, guys. That you can offer a lot of these offerings, virtual babysitting, vet cleaning. I mean, we keep adding. Restaurant, spa. Do you talk to a restaurant? Hey, yeah, we could give you that for free, customizable with the funnels and everything. How many restaurants pay for their staff when they can do it over here for free? And have the funnels, and have the SMS, and have the email capability, and have the telephone capability, and more and more and more. And you're consulting with these people every day. You're interacting and you're giving them something for free first. So then you can say, what's up? Now you got to help me. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Consulting, because we are consultants.
Mhm.
And obviously, we have the calendar, we have tasks and projects. I would advise that you read on tasks and projects. Uh, You know, how much, I don't know if you guys ever heard this, what you don't know, sorry, what you don't know will hurt you. What you don't know will hurt you. Example, if you don't know the software, will that hurt you? Absolutely 100%.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know how to make a better call, will that hurt you? Absolutely. If you don't know how to use what's going to happen next, go for no, confirm, 2020. If you don't know, it will hurt you. So you better know and make money on the way, whether you want it or not. It's okay if you say, like most agents I talk to in the United States, everybody says, I know, I know, I know. Well, if you know, why aren't you doing it? If you know, why are you still broke? If you know, why are you still on the bottom? If you know, because they're refusing to change and see that big picture. They're refusing to take responsibility like everybody else that says, it's not my fault, it's Miguel's fault. Oh, it's not my fault, it's my team members' fault. Oh, it's not my fault, the internet fell. You know, you got to be socially responsible as to why you are where you are. Because until you know the reason, the true reason really lies whenever you wake up, go to the restroom, and look at yourself in the mirror. That picture that you see, that's the reason of why you are where you are, because of the person that you became. But we usually tend to say, like I was telling my wife yesterday, we're shopping, and I was telling her that, man, I need to find me somebody to mentor me more. I'm gonna look for somebody. I was like, what are you talking about? You already run the company. I said, no, 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 you don't understand. To get unstuck, I just don't know a lot of things. I know how to sell $25 million a year. I know that. I know how to recruit 10,000. I know how to have 600 people, virtual agents. I know that. I go, but what about 200,000 employees with Amazon? How about 100,000 agents in the United States? I don't know that, but there's people doing it. So that means that I'm stupid. I told her, you know, in the scope of things, I don't know. I'm good at this level, yeah, but I don't know. How do we get to 100,000 agents nationally? How do we get to 100,000 virtual employees globally? How do we do that? I don't know. So I'm looking for a mentor right now as we speak. So that is what I got for you guys this morning. We have Lastly, we have a Zoom integration here. You could use Zoom for free over here, or you could just video conference here in the software for free. You can conference, record, and do whatever you need here for free, 100%. I mean, we got, you could change your theme, you know. I'm gonna change it right now for you guys. I'm gonna look for a nice one. I always like this like vintagey stuff. You know, it just makes me feel better. So there you go, right? So, and then you can put it in actually, you could put it in English, you could put it in Tagalog, you could put it in whatever language you want. You can put it in whatever language you want. And then you can use the phone, you can pick the phone that you can use, you could use text, you could use, we have our T-Mobiles connected here. So I can make calls, you can transfer calls, you can do calls, you could just, it's a full VR system. This is on top, this is on top of our Vici system that we have, the predictive dialer. So I think that's all I got. Besides, let me I'm gonna send you this. I'm gonna, how do I, okay, I'm gonna copy, and then I'm gonna go to Lily, and I'm gonna go, this is when if we're working to make dials. So this is, just keep this for now, Irene, just to make dials when we're dialing call data. We're gonna assign the campaign and everything for you. For now, it is just that for 2 people, right? But right now, we're gonna be dialing from PDFs, and you're gonna live on the CRM part of the system right here. You're gonna live on leads, and you're gonna probably, Miguel, ¿estás aquí?
Claro, todo el tiempo.
Ok, necesitamos saber en dónde van a poner los leads que están generando del mortgage protection para que Irene, Lily, Magdalena sepan cómo
Ok,
promoviendo estos.
ok, sí, mira, y fíjate que vamos a crear el leads rapidito y ahí mismo creándolo se va directo al Deals. Si entras al Deals,
Pero de mortgage,
sí, no va a caer ahí, no va a caer ahí. Se crea ahí, pero ahí no va a caer, porque lo vamos a convertir de una vez.
okay, so you're gonna input your leads here. You're gonna lead name. You're gonna create a contact. If you already know that the contact is not here, you could do test Flores. I'm gonna put the same name as the lead name. So the lead name and the contact name are different. I'm gonna put +1 111 214 I'm gonna just do that and me@gmail.com. So I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna save it. And then it's telling me, hey, you gotta have a +1, okay? So I'm gonna do 111 222 3333. Language, is that English, Spanish, or bilingual? Okay, so, and main focus, it's gonna be life, FE, mortgage protection, UL, all, anything that has to do with life. I'm gonna create it right now, and now it's created. Now I can assign this lead. Sorry, I can open this lead and I can change, oops, I can change the responsible person. Oh no, ¿cómo se cambia el responsable, Miguel?
Ahí en Chains, ahí.
Change, and I can put it to Irene. So now you have this lead. I didn't put save, sorry. Oh no, yeah, I did. So now this lead is assigned to you. Y luego, Miguel, ¿cómo la cambio?
Ábrelo en donde dice Text Flores, arriba.
Aquí.
Ajá.
Okay, so since you guys are doing it, like Lily or Irene, since you guys are doing it, this will be tagged to you. But I'm gonna open it up on the very top. And then, Miguel, I'm
Ok,
gonna,
ahí vas a poner, no. A donde dice deals.
aquí.
Ajá. Ahí lo vas a mandar para allá y va a abrir otra pestaña. Ahí.
Okay, so over here, so we created a lead. Now we're gonna create a deal. This is like positive. So we did the first 20, and then now we're gonna create the deal. And now it's a lead on the background and it's a deal. Now this is for the
Ahí se va
first
directamente
20,
Exacto.
second 20, third 20. And we're gonna be changing some of this stuff because we're doing this for your team, Lily and Irene. So I'm just waiting, Lily, to see what your volume, I just want to see activity so that we can build a better funnel. Because whenever you start creating and working with this, you're gonna find like, oh, we need this. Oh, we didn't do that. Oh, we need to send this. Oh, but we cannot say that until we have activity, high activity. Make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So actually, so I'm asking, all right. So we can create comments, guys. We can create comments on the, well, let me go to deals. I'm gonna see it on deals right here. It's right here. So if I want to make sure I got a comment here. So I talk to the customer, I will send the quote via email and SMS.
Y ahí puedes etiquetar también a Lili en el mismo comentario.
Yeah, you can actually add Lily here. And you can tell Irene, you can take Lily, you can tag Lily and say, hey, Lily, I talked to the customer, we'll send SMS, or you can email and you can send an email from your email. And always on the subject line, put customer's name first, and then the relationship of that email. Make sense?
Okay.
Always put the customer's name on the subject because this will also activate our artificial intelligence. It'll do something with those emails and later on it'll send you deals. If you're with us long enough, all of a sudden you're going to get an email saying, hey, this customer needs a call them, and now you got a free lead.
Okay. For the relationship, see,
What do you mean? Oh,
as that,
I'm sorry. You put the customer name and then what is this about?
okay.
So what is the email about? You can put mortgage protection quote or health quote or better price, more benefits, something that says, let me open it, right?
Okay.
And then if you send it, everything is going to be tracked here.
Hmm.
Everything. So you can see the conversation, you can see everything. You
Mhm.
can Zoom from here with the customer. It's like, hey, you got a Zoom? Yeah. You want to meet? Yeah. You want to schedule a task? A task, okay. The task could be a responsible person, could be Liliana, and you can take yourself off and say, hey, Liliana, call customer 2 p.m. Friday. And I'm going to put a high priority and then the deadline. If you said Friday, well, Friday, we need to close this by 3 p.m. Select, and then you can give options. You could skip weekends. You could set a reminder. You could time plan. Um, you know, you could actually time plan. And actually, when you're talking to a customer, time yourself and see how many minutes you got on the call. Otherwise, but the system is gonna track you anyways. Time tracking. So time tracking, if you put 20 minutes over here, when Lily starts doing this task, it's gonna start counting down and she's gonna try to expand to the 20 minutes and see if she can do that. Because once we do the second 20, now we're like 75% to the close. So you could do a lot of different things. This is a tremendous, uh, you know, tremendous tool. Options, you can add a reminder. You could email or text the responsible person. So I'm gonna text Lily 9 a.m. on Friday. I pick text. I'm gonna add, or you can add another reminder and you can email her on Friday at 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. or 12 p.m. You can send an email. You can create a task. So now you created a task that's going to notify her. And now you created a text reminder and an email reminder, you know, and then Lily cannot say, I didn't get it. You didn't tell me. I didn't da 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 da. All the things that agents say, right, Lily? I know you would never say that, but you know.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like whenever you receive a text, for example, uh, oh, that's you, Miguel. Te estoy hablando a ti, ¿verdad, Miguel?
Sí, sí.
Ah, ok, le voy a colgar, permíteme. I'm gonna hang up. So, I'm gonna go. ¿Cómo te veo tu perfil? Aquí.
Ahí está.
Pero te quiero ver como en contacto. O no estás como contacto, ¿no, verdad?
No.
Ah, okay. Let me,
Puede buscar a Sebastián de
aquí, mira,
Florida.
voy a buscar a Lily. So what I was trying to show Lily, Irene, and Maggie. So if I send her, so whenever I sent that, this already confirmed that it showed in her screen. Did you get it, Lily?
Yes. Yeah.
You're too far from the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I've heard that. Yes, Mom.
Can you reply and say hello or something? Tell me when you do it, okay?
Okay. Hold on.
Did you do it, Lily?
I haven't done it. Um, you mean, and I see that in the notifications part?
On your, no, on your cell phone.
Oh, on my cell phone. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Lily, follow me.
Hold on.
So just reply on your cell phone.
Yes. Okay. All right.
So Irene, whenever you send, or and Maggie, whenever you send a message for a customer, It's already here. It already told
Mhm.
you it got delivered.
Mhm.
I mean, if there's an interruption on cell phone or whatever, it'll tell you here what happened. Tell
Okay.
me whenever you reply, Lily.
I did.
Okay, so whenever our system processes that reply, I'm gonna get a notification that she sent me a text. Okay, so usually coming back, it's a little bit slower because that's the way the system processes. But anyways, we have a lot of tools. Irene, do you have any questions?
Maybe for the dialer, but for
Oh,
this, for Bitrix, I'm all good.
yeah, and the dialer, you will not use it today, probably. You will be using, let me see. So if you go to EG Connects, you're gonna do agent login.
Oh,
And
for
then,
Vici.
yeah, it's Vici. So
Okay.
we own the server over here. Um,
Okay.
we just put it on our EG Connect server, right? So,
Mhm.
but you don't worry about this one right now. Just have it in your logistics, right?
Mhm.
And we'll teach you how to use it. Okay. So for now, it's the other big part of this is that we have a drive like Google Drive
Mhm.
that you can make a drive for Irene or for this team, and you guys can share stuff. Let me see. Irene, so let me, Miguel, ahorita le mandas el login a Irene.
Okay.
Okay, Irene, I'm gonna send you this login.
Okay.
Okay, in this login, this is this is what we're gonna be working with. I need you to click on order supply, like I'm
Mhm.
gonna do. Click on the state of Texas where we are.
Mhm.
Download Home Protector Golden Solutions for now. If you want to learn more, I would advise that you learn more, but you do it, okay?
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you what the most used products, but right now I'm interested in two. The mortgage protection is the the home protector brochure. That's mortgage protection, home protector. That's what it's called. And I'm gonna right now just download, let's see, home protector. I'm just gonna put it there, home protector. Oops, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna download the final expense brochure, Golden Solutions brochure. It's called the Golden Solutions. Download. I'm gonna go to generic folder that I have. You could have your own folder. So now that I have them downloaded in my system, check it out. I can just drag and drop, or I can just select from my computer. Open file, and there you go. Those are the stuff that you're gonna be working with. This is the actual, and you can view it. If you click on the link, you can view it or you can download it. But if you view it, it opens in our Google Documents or
Mhm.
Beatrix documents, which we can edit. We could do a lot of different things. But now you can read about that product. You know,
Mhm.
we help you pay the mortgage if you die. We help pay the mortgage if you're disabled. We provide a lump sum if you're critically ill. Um, so here's about critical illnesses. What do we cover? Heart attack, stroke, cancer, terminal, sclerosis, kidney, major organ. I'm going kind of fast, but you know, you got to read. I want
Yeah.
my people to read.
Mhm.
I can teach you a lot of stuff and I can tell you a lot of stuff, but if you don't take action, to paint your own picture, what you don't know will hurt you. Make sense?
Okay.
And
Yes.
now you have it. Now you have it here. And now the other thing that you will have access for, oops, sorry, to this website. It says e-training. What do you think that is? If it says e-training, Irene, what do you think it is?
A course.
You got it 100%.
Mhm.
But you can download on PDF or on PowerPoint, questions and answer, and of course it's not going to work. Didn't that work? Oh my God! Let's see, PowerPoint. What? Well, we have the Q&A. Man, this kind of sucks. Okay, Home Protector Q&A. I don't know why the E is not working or change. They're probably changing it. I don't know why. I'll find out.
Mhm.
So I'm going to send the Q&A. But I talked about send a message. I'm going to send you a message. Lastly, YouTube. If you go and look at our switch account, I guess, go to the Ensurity group, and then we've got to go to your channel, I guess. This is the way I know how to get to. And then if you go to playlists, and then we have American Amicable. American Amicable or Occidental, same company. And then we have Learning to Navigate Occidental, the website that I just sent you, 8 minutes. Occidental Basic Training, 54 minutes. Downloading forms, what I just showed you, 1 minute. But look at what we have, Home Protector. And it says the application, well, you really want to learn the application because then you know a lot more about the product, who qualifies, who doesn't, why we do it, how we do it, when we do it. So we got a product overview. So we got 11 minutes, Golden Solutions, 8 minutes. This is all American Amicable or Occidental. Home Protector, again, submitting an app, putting a folder together, OLEC and OBA, the other products, writing Hispanics with an ITIN number, learning. I mean, we have a lot of stuff. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
we have a lot of training, so we're going to give you more training, and you're going to learn a lot. So that's why I want to. That's why I told you I want to do it for long term. Otherwise, we'll be wasting our self times. And for 1 minute, guys, I finish with this. When we're going to finish with you and give you everything we got, then you just gotta just do it. No excuses, right? Has anybody seen this video? Stop making excuses.
No.
Have you seen it, Lily?
I see it, but it's not playing it. But I see it. Yeah. There you go.
Looking, worrying, looking over your shoulder, wondering, doubting, fearing, hurting, hoping for some easy way out, struggling, grasping, confusing, itchy, scratching, mumbling, fumbling, grumbling, humbling, stumbling, numbling, rambling, gambling, tumbling, stumbling, scrambling, hitching, hatching, bitching, moaning, groaning, honing, boning, horse shitting, hair splitting, nitpicking, piss trickling, nose sticking, ass gouging, eyeball poking, finger pointing, Heavyweight sneaking, long waiting, small stepping, evil eyeing, back scratching, searching, perching, besmirching, grinding, grinding away at yourself. Stop it and just do. I can't even.
And then the other one, it's this one. Our phones are ruining our relationships because if you guys want to see it, it's there too. But I put it there for a couple of reasons, right? Because this is how I made my life in business, and that's why they look so old. Because I think phones stop you from having a good relationship at a kitchen table, at a restaurant, when you're talking to whenever you're doing your work and dialing or working with your software, you got your cell phone right next to you and you're not using it to close that deal, you're wasting your time. You're taking the chances of closing by yourself. And then just do it. Stop with excuses. It says you're mumbling, struggling, finger pointing. I mean, stop making excuses and just do. Just go through the process. Just do it. Right? And this is what my team, it might not be the biggest team right now, but I can tell you, we are the best team that I know. And I got guys here making 30 times what a regular agent does because the way we do it. So we don't need a lot of people. We need good people that just do it. So voy a dejar de, I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to stop sharing.